Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my December TBR. Also, welcome to Bookmas. So I will be doing Bookmas for 12 days this year. I'll be doing every other day up until Christmas Eve. So you will be getting a video from me for every other day for the next 24 days. So I'm super excited, and this is video number 1, which is going to be my December TBR, where we are going to be picking the books that I'm planning to read in December. I say planning, but really hoping is more like. So yeah, this is my December TBR. I can't believe it is December already. I feel like this year has absolutely flown by. I think back to December of last year and just think about how my year has like changed and how my life has shifted in the last year, and it's like so crazy to think about. I don't know, but yeah, so we're going to pick the final prompts from my TBR jar. So in January I am planning to start a completely different TBR picking method. I have done this one for 2 years almost at this point, so I will be retiring my TBR jar for a new TBR game. So I'm super excited about that. Hopefully you guys will like that. But yeah, so I counted the prompts that are left in here, and there are 13 prompts, so I'm just going to pick all 13 prompts out of the jar so that way we can get all of them. I don't think that I'll be able to read all 13 of these books in December, but you never know. I don't know, I might be, I don't know. So 13 prompts means 13 books for December, and hopefully I can get to all of them. We'll see, but let's go ahead and start picking with the first prompt. So for pick number one is a monster romance. Okay, so for a monster romance, I'm going with Chained to Krampus by K.L. Wyatt. And this is a like little Christmas monster novella, so I'm super excited to read this one. I feel like this is going to be such a fun little Christmassy monster romance, so super excited to hopefully get to this in December. On to pick number 2. Pick number 2 is a title with 4 or more words. So for a book with 4 or more words, I'm going with A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. This is a fantasy romance book, and it is the first book in the Sacred Stones series. I think the last book actually just came out in this series not too long ago. So I'm super excited to read this book. I've had my eye on this book for such a long time now, and I feel like it has been calling my name, so I'm super excited to hopefully get to this book in December. On to pick number 3. Pick number 3 is a popular booktube book. So for a popular booktube book, I'm going with Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I feel like pretty much anything written by Lauren Asher is popular on like booktube, book talk, all of the book socials, and so I feel like this is a good pick for this prompt, and I'm super excited to read this book, and hopefully I can get to it in the month of December. On to pick number 4. Pick number 4 is a new to you series. Okay, so a book that is a new to me series, I'm going with Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tooley. I have heard really amazing things about this book, and I cannot wait to hopefully get to it in December. On to pick number 5. Pick number 5 is a Kindle book. So I feel like for this prompt, I want to do like, I'm wondering if I should do like a book that I also own that is also on Kindle, or if it's just strictly a Kindle book. Let me see what I have just on my Kindle and see what possibly I might not have physically that I would want to read. Oh, actually, okay, I know the perfect book for this. So for a Kindle book, I'm going with How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. This is a Christmas book that Megan Quinn is coming out with, and I think also it is my book club book for December. We are currently still voting at the time of filming this, but it is in the lead, so I do think that this will be the winner. So I will be reading this in December. Pick number 6. Pick number 6 is a book with flowers on the cover. Okay, so for a book with flowers on the cover, I'm going with A Shadow Crown by Melissa Blair. This is the second book in the Halfling saga, and I'm super excited to hopefully get to this book in December. I read the first book not too long ago and enjoyed it, so I'm super excited to continue on with this series. Pick number 7. Pick number 7 is white on the cover. So for a book with white on the cover, I'm going with Secret Keepers by Teddy Peacock, and obviously the text on this cover is white. So this is a mystery thriller book, I believe, and it's about like a house fire at a lake house, and it's a whodunit type of story, so I'm super excited to hopefully get to this in December. On to pick number 8. Pick number 8 is gray on the cover. Okay, so for a book with gray on the cover, I'm going with Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Now this does have like gray on it. I feel like this cover is just very gray in my opinion. It does have some silver as well, so I feel like this is the perfect book for gray on the cover, I guess. I don't know. This book has been on my TBR for a few months now, and I am super excited to hopefully get to it in December. Pick number 9. Pick number 9 is a fantasy. So for fantasy, I'm going with The Hunted Heir by Holly Renee. This is the second book in the Veiled Kingdom series, and I am super excited to continue on with this series. I read the first one not too long ago and wanted to continue on, so hopefully I can get to the second book in December. Pick number 10. Pick number 10 is a male romance. Okay, so for a male romance, I'm going with Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas, and I haven't heard much about this book lately. I do remember it being very popular a few years back, and I ended up picking up because it sounded like something that I wanted to read, but it is young adult, and lately young adult hasn't really been doing it for me, but I'm interested to see if I'm going to like this book, and hopefully I can get to it in December. Pick number 11. Pick number 11 is a reread. So for a reread, I'm going with A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. This is the first book in the Hades and Persephone series, and I read this book a couple of years ago and really enjoyed it and want to continue on with the series and never did. So I think I'm going to reread this first one and then see about reading the next ones in the series. So I'm super excited to hopefully get to this book in December. Pick number 12. We're down to our last two, and they're the same color, so we'll go with this one. Okay, pick number 12 is a mystery thriller. Okay, so for mystery thriller, I'm going with The Stranger Upstairs by Lisa M. Matlin. I got this in my book of the month box in September of last year and have not read it, so hopefully I can get to it in December. It seems like a very short read, so I'm interested to see if I'm gonna like it. I really like this cover. I like the colors, so I'm definitely interested to see if I'm going to like this book, and hopefully I can get to it in December. And our last prompt in my TBR jar is officially empty. So the last prompt is the oldest book on my Goodreads TBR. So let's see what that is. I think I'm gonna do like by date added to my like want to read shelf. We'll do date added and reverse it. Okay, so it looks like the oldest book on my want to read shelf in Goodreads is The Savior's Champion by Jenna Morrissey, and I added this book on September 20th of 2018. So it looks like that is the oldest book on my want to read list on Goodreads. So I guess that'll be the final pick for this TBR. So these are the books that I'm hoping to get to in the month of December. This is a heck of a TBR, but I did want to go ahead and clear out my TBR jar so that way I could start fresh in the new year with a new TBR game. So going over my final TBR for 2024, we've got The Stranger Upstairs, A Touch of Darkness, Cemetery Boys, The Hunted Heir, Quicksilver, Secret Keepers, A Shadow Crown, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, Trial of the Sun Queen, Love Unwritten, A Dawn of Onyx, The Savior's Champion, and Chained to Krampus. So those are the 13 books that I'm hoping to read in the month of December. Let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books or if you plan on reading any of these books. If you made it to this point in the video, leave the Christmas tree emoji for Bookmas and the start of Bookmas. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I will have all of my social media linked in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!